This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell because we are live every weekday, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. West African time. With that being said, let's get into the charts. Mandem Wagwan. How you doing, bruv? Alright, man. Cool. So let's get into it. Let's jump right into it. Usually I have some extra things to say before we get started, but to be honest, yeah, pretty much. Oh, what I do have to say is I have to start waking up to trade Asian session because London session, because there's a lot of money being left on the table during London session. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna try and get on that timing. But we'll see. All right, let's get into the analysis real quick. All right, GJ. So GJ is monthly. So monthly, what are we doing now, right? So we closed on the monthly yesterday or the day before. We closed on the monthly respecting this level, right? Respecting this monthly level, which is held as both support and resistance, right? So what we're expecting price to do at this point is to continue to push up, right? So if we look to the left here, we see the times when prices closed either above, right, or close respecting this level, we tend to drive up to at least tap into 195 areas, right? So here we have a closure above, bottom wick pushed up to 195 area, right? Here we respected, we close respecting, this next candle came up, right, to the 195 area. Let's see where else. I mean, technically these as well, but yeah, you get the general gist of it. Most times we hold support here, we tend to form structure up, right, towards this 195 area. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say. So I was looking at this before, right, and you could also say this bearish closure you have at the support, this is this is you holding support, and then this second candle here, right? This last monthly closure candle was your push up to 195, and then at this point price can really do anything, right? Why I'm still expecting price to push up here is because most times that you close respecting like this, you don't just tap into 195 and drop, right? You sort of form structure, right? You sort of form structure. So it's either like you tap into 195, but then you continue to close bullish, right? Even if you continue to stay around these areas, you continue to close bullish, right? But you still stay around these areas forming structure, right? So that's why I'm still expecting price to push up here. Whether this candle is gonna close bullish, that is yet to be seen, right? That's not something I can say off rip, but we'll see, right? We will see. But for the most part right now, we have made a bottom wick on this monthly candle, right? So if we're gonna start pushing up here, we might as well or we're pretty much good to start pushing up, right? Because most times if we look to the left here, where do we come down to find those bottom wicks before we push up, right? This level right here, right? The support, this support level right here. So we'll see what happens now, right? Now that we've already tapped into that level, made that bottom wick, let's see what happens. All right, moving on to the weekly. So previous weekly closed bearish, not much of a bottom wick, right? We have a bottom wick there, but for the for the weekly time frame, I wouldn't consider that as much of one. So pretty much to me, this previous weekly closure has no bottom wick, right? So what does no bottom wick mean? That means end of range, right? End of range. And I'll tell you this much: if this current weekly candle ends up closing bullish above 193.6 and doesn't drive, just know that next week all we're taking is buys, right? Because now what do we have? We sort of have a fake out. All right, we have a fake out because you came all the way down here, closed no bottom wick, didn't fill this range to the downside, and then closed back bullish, right? So you have a fake out with a bearish closure with no bottom wick, then you have a bullish closure with a bottom wick, faking out back into a range. Yeah, next week I'm taking only buys at that point, right? But for now, this could still reject, right? So we've come up here towards I mean, we haven't quite tapped into it, but we have come up here towards 193.5, which is this weekly level, right? So if we're gonna melt from here, or if we're gonna start pushing back down from here to actually flip on the weekly, right? That would make sense as well, right? So it's all a matter of what we do on the lower time frames, right? Because in terms of the bigger picture, a lot of things could play out here, right? A lot of things could play out here. There are a lot of options for price right now, so it'll come down to how we start to close on the lower time frames, and yeah, we'll see. We will see. But to be honest, if we want to go up, we have pretty much, I mean, we have a good enough bottom wick to start going up, right? Because that would be the move playing out on the monthly time frame. So I think we have a good enough bottom wick to continue pushing up, and if we're gonna go down, I think we have a good enough top wick to start coming down as well, right? Just depends on what time frame you're looking at, to be honest. But yeah, we're trying to create the bigger story first, and then we'll really see what's going on for the day. All right, moving on to the daily. Actually, let me mark up this let me see, this level here is the what? Oh, that's the monthly level. Oh, okay, this is the monthly level we closed above, right? Oh yeah, we're close respecting. Okay, cool. But let's see what this looks like on the daily real quick. So daily candle, daily candle closed bearish. So we closed bearish. I mean, your levels are pretty good here, right? Your levels on the weekly and the monthly, they line up nicely with the daily here, right? If you see this level here, let me see. Hold up. Sorry, weekly. Is that the monthly level? Okay, that's the monthly level. Yeah, so your levels are lining up pretty nicely here. Previous day we closed bullish, right? Previous daily closure we closed bearish, sorry, right? So we came up, created this top wick, right? Created this top wick at this level, and then we pushed our way down, right? Then we started to push our way down, close bearish, respecting. So now we close bearish, respecting. If you look to the left here, if you look to the left, right, if you look to the left, most times you reject off this, well, not most times, I say most times like it's a lot of times, but so you have a rejection off this level here. What did you do? You melted, right? You came all the way back down, you held support, continued to melt. What did you do here? You melted, came all the way down, held support, continued to melt. What did you do here? You melted, well, you held support here first, and then you started to sort of slow down, right? It started to trickle down. So this one not quite as it's not quite bar for bar with this move right here, just because you sort of had that break in between. Because the fact that you push down through all these levels, it just signifies, you know, the strength of the push from this level, right? So really this two moves mirror this move more than, you know, more than this one, right? So what let me see if there are other instances of that. I mean, this isn't really one candle. Let me see. Boom, same thing here, right? You reject this level, boom, you melt all the way down. All right, so what, all that to say, right, that this what 193.3 level is a very strong level, right? All that to say, the fact that we've tapped into this level and rejected now, and yet we're still coming, we held support, yes, but now look how much we've come up, right? Look how much we've come up. The fact that we didn't drive down off of this push, if you start to see some lower time frame closures, I'd say above this daily level here, 192.375, you could expect us to tap into that level once again, and potentially or most likely we're gonna continue to drive past that level, to be honest, right? Because I mean, look to the left, right? Just look at what price has done in the past, right? Every time we have that heavy rejection from this level, we usually tend to continue back to the downside, right? And if we don't, right, so once you break the rule, so if a rule has been established by price, right, in the past, again, this is just 2 times, right? This is just two instances we're looking at, but just as a general statement, right, most if you can notice something happening, you know, more than once or more than a couple of times in the, you know, in the history of a pair, right? Once price does the exact same thing, or you're put in the exact same scenario and price deviates from that, it usually means it wants to, you know, it's gonna act contrary to how it acted in the past, right? So if we're saying that this is a similar move in terms of the rejection from this level to the downside as these instances in the past, the fact that we've come up all this way now, most likely we're gonna continue to push up beyond this level, right? Before, even if we're gonna come down, we're gonna push up beyond that level. But again, we'll see, right? We'll see. For now, that's just more speculation, right? We'll see at the end of the day what happens here. But yeah, I do think if we start to close above this this more minor level here on the daily, right, at 192.4, that we should start seeing some push, some good opportunities for the buys to the top side, right? But we'll see. We will see. Let's put this down here. Well, no, actually, take that back. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's see what the 4 hour is saying. See what the 4 hour is saying. Okay, so the 4 is in a bit of a volatile, well, not a volatile area, but we're currently trading into a heavy rejection area, right? Which are these levels right here, right? So let me see, what does that look like currently? Okay. All right, so the daily level, right? So once you get the 4 hour closure above this minor daily level, which is actually also a level on the 4 hour, right? So that lines up pretty nicely here, right? That is also a level on the 4 hour. And the top of the range here is also a level on the 4 as well. So our levels line up pretty nicely here. Let me just put these in, something like this. Yeah, so our levels are lining up pretty nicely here. All right, levels do line up pretty nicely here. The problem with taking trades inside this range, right? I mean, if this 4 hour closes, and that coincides, oh no, let me not say that, not coincides, but if this 4 hour closes above 192.4 here, right, it's a very good shout to continue taking the buys, right? Why I don't like this range right now is just because of these, right? So you have a number of rejection. All right, you have this is a fairly heavy rejection area, right? So you want to be careful taking the buys into this range, right? I mean, granted, this is still how many pips? Yeah, this is still like a 40 plus pip range, right? So we could still play that, you know, we could still play that, but if you're looking at this sort of spread right here, you could reject here, right? You could reject here, right? Like it's not just one solid level that you can just reject from, right? So I mean, looking at the overall range, it looks good to play, right? It looks like you can play that overall range, but really you can reject from any point in these or any of these levels here, right? So what you want to see here, if you are gonna take some buys inside this range, if you're gonna play this range, what you want to see, let me see what you want to see. You either want to see a closure above, I would say a closure above here, which is what, let me see, actually, does it have to be above there? Because that also tapped, no? Yeah. So yeah, closure above here, I'd say above here. Let's see. Boom. Yeah. So if you want to take something inside this range, you really want to see a closure above this level here, this line right here. And why this line? Because if you look to the left, this is the level where price tapped into and didn't continue to drive, and yet didn't continue to drive to fill the rest of the range, right? So every time price never tapped this level before going back down, we've closed below this level, right? We've closed respecting this level right here, respecting all of these, respecting all these, respecting, right? This one closed above, right? You have your body of the candle here, but you have wicks towards that level, right? So that's why we're considering that level. So that's the thing, if you're gonna take some buys here, so this hourly candle is gonna close in about 10 minutes, right? If we do end up closing above this level here on the hourly, I would not take that, right? At least I wouldn't take that anytime soon. Maybe if we made a very steep bottom wick, right? Maybe if we made a bottom wick, say, yeah, maybe towards here, right? A bottom wick towards here, and then come back up, and even then it's still risky, right? Even then it's still risky. It'll depend on what my levels look like on the hourly time frame. But yeah, so right now what I'm thinking is we need a 4 hour closure inside this range, right? Two ways we can take this, right? 4 hour closure inside this range, steep bottom wick, right? And then we can take it, or we get an hourly closure above here, bottom wick, then we can play this smaller range above here, right? So we'll see what happens here, though. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah, in terms of my ranges here, what is that level? That's the daily level. Okay, that's the daily level. And let me see, where's your next 4 hour level here? Yeah, I guess this. Yeah, that's decent. Cool. All right, so this is what we're looking like on the 4 hour, though. This is what we're looking like on the 4 hour. So if we do end up closing above 192.4 here on the hourly level, this is where I'll be looking for a bottom wick before I start taking the buys up. All right, I'll be looking for the bottom wick towards 191.2, and then we can start looking for those buys, right? All right, man, let's move on to the hourly real quick. All right, so the hourly level, lines up nicely with the 4 as well. All right, lines up nicely with the 4. Let's see. I push this up here, so some around there. Yeah, this is the 4-hour level as well. All right, this is the 4-hour level that we were looking at. Oh, this is a 30. I wonder why things were looking like that. Yeah, so the hourly level, it says right here. All right. And you gotta push up over there. And then, I mean, in terms of sales, we're thinking, I mean, so this will be the 4-hour level down there. So 4-hour level. All right, yeah, so we'll put this here for now for the sales. We'll put this here for now because technically this would be range 2 sales, right? Right, break back into this range 1, range 2. But for these sales to happen, I would need it to be with the 4-hour closure as well. So I would need this 4-hour closure to basically flip, close bearish below 191.2, and then we can wait, no, not 191.2, that's a lie. Why 191.2? Not 191.2 at all. Let me see. I'm pretty sure this is a 4-hour level as well. That's this, yeah, so that's below these lows here, right? 191.845, so something like that. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking like right now. We'll see what happens here. We will see what happens. Let me just get rid of some of these levels. All right, cool. Let's make this nicer here. Actually, let's see. The 30. The 30. Got that going on there. Something like this. There you go. All right, cool. So we got our levels. Now we wait for price to form here. Now we wait for price to form. Already there. Okay, so that's a 4-hour, and that's the hourly as well. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much what we have right now. Best case scenario right now, I think if we can wait for this 4-hour to close, right? That 4-hour can close bullish. That would be nice. If we can get a 4-hour closure above here, that would be nice. Yeah. What's this range right here? 20 pips, not bad. All right, man. Let's see what's shaking. Let's see what's cracking here. Let's see what's cracking here. All right, about 4 minutes left for this hourly closure, so let's see. News. We have news. So we got news at 8:15. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Get the news out the way early. So news at 8:15. We'll see what that does. Bruh, I don't know why this thing never shows up. Let's see. Bro, we keep on coming back to the 23rd, man. What the hell? On the 23rd. Brother, this guy stinks. Brother, this guy stinks. Man, what is wrong with this? Yo, Fivers, you gotta fix your economic calendar, man. Hella buggy. How am I supposed to know? Let me see. You know what? What's the other one? Forex Factory, I think. What's the other economic calendar? Forex Factory. Okay. Today is Wednesday, yeah. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, so these days I have to use more than just one source for my news. Cause sometimes you'll see on my FX book there'll be only one high impact news, but then if you go to like the your broker's news events site or whatever, or you go to my factory, Forex Factory, sorry, you'll see that there's some other high impact news being overlooked. Man, I should get coffee or something. I ain't awake. The neurons are not activated. All right, cool. We got an hourly closer in about 2 minutes here. Let's see how we close. Full margin. Only on Saturdays, man. Alfana. Yeah, so this is why you want to be careful taking this these entries in here, or this the push up from here. I would much rather play this range above here than the range below, right? Because the amount of rejection areas you have around here, you could they're a little unpredictable, right? But if we get the 4 hour closure first though, so two things we're looking at, right? We either get however this hourly closes, right? Whether we close, I mean, we're probably gonna close just like this, right? Bullish respected. But if we can now get a 4 hour bottom wick, if we can get a 4 hour bottom wick towards this level here, if this whole 4 hour can flip, right? If this whole 4 hour can flip, right, that's the hourly bottom wick, right, to this level, then we close above, then we can start looking for the early entries, right? That's the only time I'm really willing to play this range right here before the 4 hour close. But if the 4 hour closes into that level, then sure, then we can start looking for some entries. But for now we're gonna either need to see that steeper bottom wick, or we need to see a closure above. Either or, nothing less, nothing more, nothing less, nothing more, nothing less. Push this up a bit. Cool. All right, cool. Okay. Yeah, man. So let's see how the crumble cookies, man. Let's see how the crumble cookies. The cookie crumbles. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the range at all, man. Not a fan of the range at all. Sturdy. Yeah, so I mean, we're pushing up here. We are pushing up here. It's interesting, no? Such an interesting range this is. Yeah, my fault, yo. I'm just moving back and forth here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if I can play this range. I just don't want to be honest. Well, not that I don't want to. It's just not clean, right? It's not the cleanest range to get involved with. So, yeah. I'm gonna need some confirmations to start taking this, man. I'm gonna need some confirmations. But we do have news at 8:15. It's about 13 minutes away, and that's our only high impact news for the day. So, you know, that might bring in some we might see some volume from that one. All right. And if we're backed by volume, you might be able to just see this push through, right? So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, just leave that there. Just leave that there. Actually, what I'm gonna do is this. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is this right here. Look. Put this here. All right, put that there. And then put this here. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Okay. All right, bet. Cool. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I highly doubt I'm gonna take anything inside this range. All right. This range from let me see. Where is this? Where's my rectangle? Yeah, so anything inside this range right here for the time being is a little dangerous to take, right? If you're gonna get involved with price anywhere inside this range, yeah, just know that there are a lot of places that you could reject off of inside this range, right? where your cleanest buys are gonna come outside that range, right? So you're gonna have to wait for a closure above for your cleanest buys. So you're gonna have to wait for something like this. All right, it's a smaller range up here for sure. All right, it is a smaller range up here, but it is a safer range. All right, this is a smaller range, but it's a much safer range to be involved with. It's about a 20 pip range, which, I mean, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad, is it? The only thing I would say might be an issue here is, I mean, if you're gonna now push through all of this, right, to come up here, if you're gonna push through all of that to come up here, that momentum that pushed you through this level or through this range, right, might just take you straight up to here, right? And then at that point, you're gonna have to wait for some other things to happen. All right, you're gonna have to wait for, you know, price to come back, so to hold support, right? Maybe make a bottom wick, come back, hold support, and then you can continue taking your buys up. But yeah, man, let's see. This is what we're looking at, though. This is what we're looking at. All right, 7 minutes for news. While we're waiting for news, let me see what gold's saying real quick. So gold monthly, no bottom wick. Looks like we're coming down from it for a bottom wick right now. The weekly close above, create a bottom wick at this level, continue to push up. But now it looks like we're coming back down together with the monthly time frame to create that bottom wick. All right, looking at the daily though, the previous daily, so yesterday we closed bullish above. We closed bullish above, still with zero bottom wick. Remember, this is what we said yesterday, right? Just because we opened up no bottom wick, that doesn't mean we have to come down and make a bottom wick at that time, right? So like we said a bunch of these moves could play out. So the move on the weekly, which it looks to be a bullish closure above, you know, bottom wick to drive up. This is what the move looks like it wants to do on the weekly, right? This could play out. This could play out on the monthly, right? On the monthly, this currently looks like it wants to flip. Right, wants to flip and create a bottom wick, maybe drive down a little bit, right? This could play out as well, right? And then you look at the daily as well. Now the daily is closed above. You have no bottom wick here, but now it looks like you're coming down to potentially create a bottom wick, right? And then maybe even flip and continue to push up, right? We don't know yet, right? So all the potential moves on the different time frames could all play out, right? They could all play out just at different times. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, daily did close bullish above. We did close bullish above, tapped into this resistance and rejected. But we are still holding support, so we are still playing inside this range. So this could just be a bottom wick for us to flip and continue to drive up through the rest of this wick, and maybe even all-time highs, right? Going on to the 4, we've been selling off for a bit on the 4. Let's see. Yeah, so we've been selling off for a bit on the 4. We just been sort of trickling down here. We're currently at support on the 4, close bearish at support. If this 4-hour closes below, most likely you're gonna continue to fill the rest of this range, right? And what is the fill of the rest of the range? The fill of the rest of the range is exactly a bottom wick for the daily. For the previous daily and for the current monthly, I believe, right? That's this. Maybe or maybe not. Okay, no. Okay, no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, but I mean, that's if you're considering this as the range, right? You could also consider this right here the full range, but I'm gonna just keep this right here. But yeah, if you do end up closing bearish below here, you could continue to drive down towards this level here, right? Towards this level right here, so that you can create that bottom wick for the monthly, right? For the monthly and for the daily as well. So we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. All right, moving on to the hourly here. I mean, you're currently coming down, right? You're currently coming down on the daily. All right, that previous daily already tapped into this level, so you're looking for a bottom wick right now. So if you close below here, then for sure you haven't hit your bottom wick areas, right? So yeah, I think an hourly closure below here, you should be able to do something with an hourly closure below there. All right, potentially. And then in terms of the buys, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens for the buys, but I think you need a 4-hour bullish closure at the minimum, right? Before I'm taking any buys here, I need a 4-hour bullish closure. So 4-hour level here, it would be somewhere around here. So I'm looking for a bullish closure somewhere above there. All right, so it coincide with that. Cool. All right, so yeah, the levels are fairly straightforward here. All right, levels are fairly straightforward here. Dun, 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 dun. 4-hour, yeah, a lot of this depends on the 4-hour, to be honest with you. I don't think, yeah, I mean, you have news in about 3 minutes, so that might do something here. Yeah, that might do something. You got news in about 3 minutes. You got Comex open in about 7, so that might actually accomplish something. You might start to see some volume here, but we'll see. We will see. Push up there, 30. Yeah, really that 4-hour, really you want to wait for this 4-hour to form, because I think wherever you close on the 4-hour, it should be your deciding factor, right? It should be your deciding factor on whether you're going up or down. But yeah, that's it for gold though. If you're trading gold, that's it for gold. Let's see. All right, we're pushing up here. We are pushing up here. I mean, the question to ask at this point, right, is more so if we're gonna push up, right, or sorry, if news is gonna bring volume, right, if news is actually gonna bring some volume in here, is it gonna be enough to, you know, sort of justify taking the buys inside this range, which I know is a little iffy? Yeah, maybe after a 5-minute closure. All right, maybe after a 5-minute closure. We'll see though. So news in about a couple seconds here. Let's see. So where do we think this is going? Up or down? Up or down? Where's news gonna take price? Put your money in, put your bets in. Where is news gonna take price? I think we are going down. Look, if I guess this right, you gotta subscribe, yeah? So in about 30 seconds, you're gonna see news, or you're gonna see that candle absolutely drop all the way down here and then start to trickle its way back up, and then you're gonna see some big movements like this. Yeah, the price is gonna follow exactly this. If I guess this right, you gotta drop a follow, you gotta sub, drop a like, and tell your mom and your dad and your friends and your whole village. Yeah. Lol, not even close. All right, cool. So we're pushing up with news. I mean, temporarily anyways. Okay, there you go. pick up some steam here. Pick up some steam here. Cool. So how did news come out? Positive for the dollar. So gold should be doing what? Gold should be going down. Gold should be going down, but it's not doing much. Not yet anyways. I mean, you can take this off of news if you get a 5-minute closure below, but I would still say you're better off waiting for the full hour to close. But hey, that's just my opinion, right? I'm not even trading gold right now, so I'm just analyzing the gold. I'm not really trading it. So yeah, I mean, if this news, I mean, it looks like news is bringing some volume in here, right? And by the 5-minute close, that's gonna be COMEX open at 8:20 as well. That's gonna bring in some more volume. So if you get this 5 closure below here, you know, you get that 5 closure below, you might be able to, especially below here, to be honest. If you can get a 5 closure below here, yeah, if you can get this 5 closure below here, you wait for a top wick, you probably can continue taking the sells down. To be honest with you, maybe even a minute closure, to be fair. Maybe even a minute closure wouldn't be bad, but hey, don't drink and drive, or trade accordingly or whatever. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't. If I was actually gonna take gold, if I was trading gold, I would not take I wouldn't take this move right here. I'd wait for a 5 closure below here, and then I would take a sell with news. Okay, GJ pushing up here, so this is good. This is good. We could technically take this. Oh, what is this range? Let me see, what is that range there? 15, 30. Yeah, nah, I'm not taking that. Yeah, let's see how this 5 closes, man. If we can get a 5 closure above, we in there. If we can get a 5 closure above here, right, we can get that 5 closure above here, we're gonna be in there. In terms of stops, let me see. Okay, this is off of volume, right? This is off of volume. So if this is off of volume, this candle really shouldn't flip. There's no reason why this candle should flip. All right, so we're gonna say, where's the level there? So yeah, pretty much this, no? It's this level. That's these lows. Okay, couple seconds left here. One minute left. Can we see a big push? Let me see. 20.9. Okay, couple seconds left. Okay, so this is not bad. This closure isn't terrible, is it? But the vantage point, so This is your 5, right? This is your 5 right here. Yeah, nah, can't really take that. Can't really take that. Nope, cannot take that, not yet. But you see how now we've made this push up. We have this push up, so this whole range is what we're trying to avoid, right? We're trying to avoid being inside this whole range just because we have, you know, so many rejection areas from this in this range, right? We have rejection area here. I mean, I could keep on going to the left and you start seeing some other. You got a rejection area here, right? So there's so many rejection areas in this range that we want to avoid it completely, right? This is why we're not in this position right now. But the thing is, I mean, this is news, right? We have volume from news sort of helping us push past this range. If we can push past this range successfully and come above here, right, if we can start seeing some closures above here. Preferably you want to see a 15-minute closure, but I mean, a 5-minute wouldn't be bad. 5-minute wouldn't be terrible, but I would prefer a 15, to be honest, right? If we can get that 15-minute closure above this level without driving straight through, then yeah, we'll be in there. Let's see. Okay, all right, so it looks like this 5 is at least gonna close not above. All right, so that's, well, we'll see. We still got some time on this 5. Still got about a minute on that 5. Still got about a minute on that 5. Oh, sorry. No. Sorry. Yes, it is 0.5. All right, so that's the 5 closure. All right, that's the 5 closure. Where did that 5 close respecting? Okay, so we close respecting this level here. We got resistance right here though. Driven up from these levels here. Yeah, so you wanna wait. This is good formation on the 5 though. This is good formation on the 5. That's good formation on the 5. 15, 30. This is the hourly playing out 40. Yeah, so this 15-minute closure is also a 30-minute closure, yeah? Yeah, so this is you wanna wait here. You wanna wait. Give me 1 second, y'all. Be right back. All right. Okay, we're coming up here. We're coming up slowly but surely. All right, let's see. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Two minutes left. One minute left. 192.68. Okay, can we get a closer above? Yeah, so I mean you're about to close on gold. If you close inside this range, right, you close inside this range, about to get a top wick, you can start taking your buys to the downside. All right, you could start taking it because this is a 30 closure too. Yeah, so as long as that 30 closes below here, you get a top wick, you should be good to drive down on gold. It's a smaller range though. You are playing a smaller range at that point, but yeah. So 20 seconds, let's see. 20 seconds left. If we can get this closure above, we're in there. And no. Well, couple seconds left here. Couple seconds left. Okay, so where did we just close respecting? We closed respecting. Nope. Now we're below all of this. Below all this. Yeah, so no entries quite yet. No entries quite yet. No entries quite yet. Can't really take this. Can't really take anything here. I mean, we could flip. If you flip here, you might continue to drive through, but it's not really something we can take, right? It's not really something we can take, because it's not like you're completing a move on the 4, right? It's not like you're completing a move on the 4. Yeah, you close respecting this resistance level, right? You didn't even close above any well, you closed above this support right here, right? So you could come down here, make that bottom wick, and then drive up. So I mean, this is a good bottom wick though. If we push up, so I wouldn't take the flip. I wouldn't take the flip. Yeah, I mean, if I took this flip, what is that pip wise? Let me see. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't take the flip. But I'm trying to see to the left, because if you look at this candle right here, you're sort of mirroring this move, right? You're mirroring this move, close above with a top wick, right? Now you're coming down. Look, this, I mean, this candle had a top wick, so I'm not really sure what formed first on this candle, right? Let's see. I mean, this one closed above with a top wick as well, didn't drive, but you came back to this level here. Okay. So if you flip, what can you play? You can play a 9 pip range, 14 pips. Yeah, if you flip here, you could. That's the thing. When you have to think about it too much, you should really just stay out of it. So I'm gonna just stay out of it, to be honest. I'm gonna just stay out of it. Because I think if you flip here, you should be good for at least 192.86, which is still about 9 pips from the flip. That's still about 9 pips, but I'll probably close. If I took this position down here, I'd probably close full as soon as we tapped into that level, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would like to see a 15-minute closer above. Right, if we can get that 15-minute closure above 192.93, we're back on for the buys, right? But for now, can't really take anything just yet. Not yet. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see if waiting pays off, huh? I mean, we could wait and miss the move as well, right? So keep that in mind. I mean, if you don't want to miss, or well, not if you don't want to miss the move, but if this is a position that you can take, like if this is a position that you know, it aligns with your strategy or whatever, then go ahead and take those buys. But okay, there goes your flip. Let's see, are you gonna drive through? So if we took that flip right there, we would be break even right here. At the worst right here, we would be break even, or we would have closed full. At the very least, break even though. So let's see what happens. $15 to 20 minutes. Hopefully I'm not here in 15 to 20 minutes, but just, yeah. Take your time, man. Take your time. But hopefully I got a bag and I dipped 20 minutes. Yeah, if this closes above, on the 5, can I take this off a 5 closer though? I don't know. 5 close. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with taking this off a 5 closer, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, once you have to start thinking about the move this much, right? Start second guessing certain things, you usually want to stay out of it. Because here's the thing, almost 100%, or nothing is ever 100%, right? But the likelihood of you tapping 193.16 here is very, very high, right? Very, very high, right? So at this point, it's just a matter of, can we actually get the entries up to tap that level, or are we just gonna push past, you know, Or we're just gonna push straight through to that level without an opportunity here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully we don't just, you know, clean this whole range out. If we can just get that 15-minute close down. I mean, even if we push up a little bit here, right? So say we got something like this. Where's my path? There. Even if we push up a little bit, as long as we don't tap into this level right here, I'm still chilling, right? We come back down, close respecting, right? Close respecting this support. If we have a bottom wick on that next 15, I'll take the buys to fill the rest of the range, right? Yeah, and this would be the 4-hour level. So this is minimum, right? This is minimum. But you rejected this level and came down. So if you're coming back again, I mean, last time rejected, came back, pushed through. All right, rejected. Well, that was a deep drop down. That one was a deep drop down. What's the daily doing again? I forget what the daily is doing. Okay, that would be the fill of the range. This weekly, and then so I'm fine. So full TPs will be around here, right? I mean, I'm just extending this, right? There's no way we're holding all of this. We're not holding this whole thing to 195, right? This is just this is the move I'm expecting to happen on the monthly, right? I am expecting us to tap into this level at some point on the month. All right, so if it wants to do all of that today, you know, just so we know what we're looking at, you know what I mean? This is about yeah, this would be the best RR I've ever had in a trade. If this is what happens, this would be the best RR I've ever had on a trade, man. Crazy, no? All right, couple minutes left here for the 15 close. Can we get a 15 close or above? Let me see. News wise, we don't have any high impact news anymore today. All right, we got what is this? We got crude oil inventories at 10:30. That's about it. Got some speeches from some non Jordan Powell. Well, what's that guy's name? Powell, Jordan Powell, or James, or whatever. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Let us see what happens here. Is gold melting? Nope. So yeah, gold closed respecting that level, so no sells, right? No sells. We need that gold to close below here for us to take sells. So no sells just yet. So yeah, like I was saying, most likely you want to wait for this 4-hour to close on gold though, because however you close is most likely the direction you're gonna go long term. All right, if you close bullish, you're most likely gonna start pushing up. I mean, you might see that initial push down, maybe even a push down to get a bottom wick at this level here, then drive up, right? But most likely, whichever direction you close in, you're most likely gonna continue for the day, given that there's no news anymore. Okay, let's see now. Let's see. Can we get this closure above on the 15? Yeah, hopefully the 5 doesn't close above, because if the 5 closes above, your chances of price waiting before the buys very slim, especially with GJ this close to a 4-hour closure. You close above on this 5, that next candle is gonna just do this. Yeah, looks like that might be what happens here. If it is what happens, c'est la vie in it, but can't really take it. Okay, so we didn't fully close above, but still pretty bullish here. we did still close pretty bullish here. Yeah, I have my stops down here just cause, let me see. Yeah, I mean, really, if you're gonna continue driving here, all right, if you're gonna continue driving up here, you're gonna need to tap, well, you're gonna need to close above here. So where's your bottom wick? Somewhere around here, no? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Actually, stops should probably be at the next hourly, which would be what? Why do I even have this level here? Where is this level? Is this something significant? Okay, I guess that's why. Oh, this right here? Okay. My fault. Something like this. Yeah. So that's 192.15. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is what our stops are looking like. This is what our stops are looking like. 192.15. Okay, let's see. Yeah, hopefully we don't fill this whole range up. We still got a bit of range here to play with. One 166. All right, look alive, look alive. 2 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Seeing a lot of volume here. Hopefully we still got some range left over. Hopefully we still got some range left over. So this is gonna pretty much be off rip. I mean, we're gonna wait for a bottom wick. All right, we're gonna wait for a bottom wick, but for the most part, gonna be off rip. Yeah, we're gonna wait for a bottom wick to this level, and then we're gonna get in those. Then we're gonna get in the buys. Gonna wait for the bottom wick first, though. Okay. Okay, couple seconds left. Couple seconds left. Okay. 5 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more of a bottom wick. Gonna wait for a little bit more of a bottom wick, and then once we flip, take out those highs, I'll get in the buys. Okay, it's a little bit more. Okay, boom. Okay, so that's all I need. Once we flip, once we take out these highs, I'm gonna get in the buys. Okay, boom. So right there, I just took some buys. I just got into buys on GJ. Just got into buys on GJ. Your vantage point here. Your vantage point is basically the fill of this range, right? Your vantage point is at 193.144. 193.144. Cool. Let's see what happens. See, 194. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let us see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. So ideally, right? Ideally, what you want to see here is a let me see. I mean, you of course you want this hourly to close above, right? You want to see the hourly closer above. But even if the hourly, well, you want to see the hourly closing above 192.93 minimum, right? Even if you close respecting, you should still be good to create a top wick. Even if you're gonna push down, you should still be good to create a top wick at our break-even areas. Yeah, but yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. You would like at least, yeah, you want that hourly to close above, right? Because I mean, that would be the 30-minute closing above as well, so you would still be pretty good with your stops. You wouldn't need to do anything with your stops, right? So let's see what happens, though. Let's see what happens. Right now, we're just we're really just pushing down, to be honest. But let us see. We in the position. Okay, let me see. 15. All right, let me put this in the journal as well, real quick. Let me put this in the journal as well. Where's the journal, anyways? Okay. Journal. Is it Mahatma Gandhi's birthday or something? Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so today is the 10th, no, 2nd of October. Okay, wait, let's focus here real quick. All right, looks like we're flipping again. We might close bullish on this 5. Might close bullish on that 5. Let's see. Yeah, if you can close bullish on this 5, that's a good that's at least a good sign. It looks like couple seconds left for this 5 closure. Again, break even areas are gonna be what is it? Let's see. Yeah, break even areas are 193.149. Okay, not a fan of that 5 closure. 5 close, no top wick. All right, 5 close, no top wick, so not the best closure on the 5. Oh no, we have yeah, we have a little bit of a top wick there. Not the best closure still on the 5 though. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. The hourly closure is what's gonna be key, right? Because this is an hourly closure and a 4-hour closure as well, right? So let's see what happens. Hopefully we can be at least break even by, you know, by our by the 4-hour close, but we'll see. We will see. All right, so we're really just chilling in this pocket right here, not really doing much. Yeah, I just don't like that we're not seeing much volume here close to 9 o'clock. Yeah, because it looks like we have direction already established, right? It looks like we have direction established already, but you're not really seeing that volume here. Okay, let's see. Let us see. I think the faster we push up, like the more last second we push up, right? The more last minute we push up, the more likely I'm gonna close the full position as soon as we hit our BE areas. Because really you wanted to see, I mean, you want to see some speed going up, right? But you don't want it to just be like 2 minutes left for the 4-hour close and then we just see the 4-hour just, you know, spike up, right? Because most likely what's gonna happen is you're gonna open your next candle and you're definitely you're definitely gonna get stopped out at BE, because you're gonna see that initial pullback, right? And the faster you the more last minute you sort of had that push up, the more or the deeper you would expect that that bottom wick. Okay, we're pushing up here. Okay, 5 is about to close again. Let's see how we close. I mean, it's okay. Okay, no. I thought we hit BE areas, but not yet. Not yet. We're close to it though. We are close to it though. Okay, so 5 minute about to close. Let's see how we close on the 5. Let's see how we close on the 5. Couple seconds left for the 5 closure. Let's see. Okay. All right, there goes our 5 close. They open with a bottom wick, pushing up. Okay, so that 4 hours about to close. If you start rejecting here, you start to reject right here. Thinking. Yeah, so we haven't quite tapped into break-even areas, right? But I'm just looking at this 4 hour. I'm just looking at this 4 hour at the level it's currently trying to, or it's currently rejecting off of. 30. Yeah, the move. Okay. Here's the thing with this, right? If you keep this open, if we go BE right now, almost 100% we're gonna get stopped out at BE. Almost 100% we get stopped out at BE. But the thing is, we've tapped into a level now where, because the way we took this entry, we're playing the higher time frames, right? So I can't really what's it called? I can't manage this right now until we see that hourly closure, to be honest. Can't really manage this yet. Yeah. Ideally, what you want to close above minimum, I'd say, well, really minimum. I think we're good for the minimum, but ideally, right, if like where we need to close, where I wouldn't, be expecting, a whole lot of drawdown before we can go BE, would probably be 193, right? If we can at least close respecting 193, I think we should be good. All right, I think we should be good to continue driving up, but again, we'll see. We will see. Just know though, the longer you keep this open, the more room you're leaving for drawdown. Just keep that in mind. But at the same time, the move on the time frame that we took this trade considering, it has not played out, right? That's why we have our break even level. That's the whole point of the break even level. Right? It's not just arbitrary, right? What's that a word? Not just arbitrary. Hey man, you back? Well, go on, bro. Okay, so 2 minutes left. Let's see. Can we go BE before this close? Let's see. At $1? What does that mean? What do you mean move to be at $1? I don't understand. I don't understand the question. You mean at $1? Oh yeah, I plan on doing that, but I haven't hit the BE point yet. I can't really touch this until we get an hourly closure. But again, the longer you keep this open, the more room you're leaving for drawdown, right? So keep that in mind, because if this 4 hour opens up, you're gonna make a bottom wick, right? You are gonna make a bottom wick. So keep that in mind. If you don't want to be in drawdown, probably get out right now. You should be around break even. Okay, 10 seconds left for a 4 hour close. 10 seconds left, and okay, we're pushing up here without a bottom wick. We're pushing up here without a bottom wick. Soon as I can go BE, I'm gonna go BE. Soon as we can go BE, I'll go BE. Unless we make a bottom wick, right? We make a bottom wick, then we're chilling. But at this point, as soon as, okay, cool. There goes our bottom wick. We're chilling. We're chilling for now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. That 4 hour coming up. Where would be the level of rejection? That would be where? That would be here, right? That would be basically this level right here. Which is what? This is the hourly level, right? Which is 193.037. 193. Cool. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So that 4 hour, I mean, we closed on the 4. So let me go to my screen real quick. Alright, broski. Alright, man. See you later, bro. So we closed on the 4. Hold up. Let me change screens. So we closed on the 4, right? We closed on the 4. This is how we close. So it's not the most ideal closure. If I'm being honest, it's not the most ideal closure. But even then, even if you're gonna continue to drive down, right? If you are gonna drive down long term, you're gonna still make a top wick at this level, right? You're gonna make a top wick at 193 point oh, my fault. Yeah, you're gonna make a top wick at 193.14, right? So yeah, right now this is just some drawdown, right? This is all this is to me, is some drawdown. The only thing here is, where's the 4 hour level? This is your 4 hour level, right? Dangerously close to your stops. So if this is actually a long-term move up, you're gonna complete this bottom wick first, right? You're gonna complete that bottom wick first before you start driving up, right? So where's our bottom wick areas? You could reject here, right? You could reject right here, or you could reject right here, right? Or you could just come all the way down and just kill this whole thing, right? You could kill this whole thing to here and then come back up, right? So there is that scenario as well. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. I mean, the 30 closed respecting, so that's still good, but your higher time frames are not the best here. The hourly closed above as well, so that's okay. Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, at this point, we just gotta wait it out. We just gotta wait it out. Yeah, let's see how this first 15 closes. Let's see how this first 15 closes. Let's see how the first 15 closes. All right, let's go back to this. Okay. All right, first 5 about to close. Looks like you're gonna close bearish. Okay. So you're gonna close bearish. Not ideal. Not ideal. Okay, you're coming up, it seems. Coming up, it seems. So 5 by the close. Okay, so that's a good closure on the 5. That's a good closure on the 5. Close respecting as well. All right, close respecting. You're making a bottom wick. Let's see if you can flip now. Let's see if you can flip. Let's see if you can flip. So once we flip, right? Once we flip, let me see. Once we flip, or if we flip, let me not say once we flip, if we flip, your vantage point now is no longer 193.1. We're now looking at 193.055. Right, so if we flip on this 5, we tap 193.055. I'm not gonna go break even, but I'll move my stops to these lows basically, right? I'll move my stops to these lows, and yeah, I'll go break even at the original 193.1, right? But once we flip, if we tap 193.054, I'm gonna have to move my stops here, because at that point, if you're gonna reject off that level hard, then you're most likely gonna see some more drawdown. Doesn't mean you're not gonna still push up, right? It just means you're gonna see a steeper bottom wick before you push up. Yeah, actually no, I think I'll just move to BE, because why take the small loss for what? You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I'll just move to BE once we tap that level, or if we tap that level. Don't want the markets to think we're trying to tell it what to do here. You know what I mean? Gotta stay on the good side of the markets. Gotta stay on the good side of the banks. You know what I mean? Okay, we're flipping up here. Flipping up. Okay, you're coming towards that level. Coming towards that level now. Still not yet. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Let's see. Let us see, and okay, boom. So right there, did we tap? Yeah, more or less we tapped. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna move my stops to these lows actually. Yeah, not fully to BE. I'm just gonna move my stops to these lows. Yeah, if you flip here, I don't know why you're gonna come back. But I'm gonna move it to this lows just because there might be some fluctuation here. But once this 5 closes, if I can go BE, I'll go BE. Yeah, let's see how the 5, because really, I mean, if you're gonna push up here, you really shouldn't stall here anymore. You sort of have a clean, you know, think of this initial push up as sort of a gladiator, well, not a gladiator, just sort of like a pathway. Right, it sort of cleared the path for you to drive through it, right? So really, if you're gonna continue to push up here to hit our actual BE areas, you really shouldn't be struggling too much around this area. But yeah, 5-minute closes in about 1 minute here. So let's see how we close. Let's see how we close. Okay, what's my how many lots do I have in here? 0.62, so 2.48. Okay, okay, can we see a drive up? 0.48. Okay, so 8 seconds left. Okay, looks like we're gonna close respecting. I'm just gonna, okay, push up. Okay, I'm gonna move my stops to BE right here. I move my stops to BE. Gonna put a little bit in profit just to mitigate the what's it called, the commission. All right, gonna move my stops a little bit in profit here. So this is currently a risk-free trade though. This is currently a risk-free trade. TPs, to be honest, well, it'll depend on how I think how the 15 closes. Yeah, we'll see what the 15 does here. We'll see what the 15 does. We'll see what the 15 does. Cause so basically we have two potential TP areas in mind, right? In terms of closing the full position. I got where we are currently, right? So I could close full right here, or the 4-hour level, which would be at 193.28, right? At 193.28. Yeah, so it's gonna be one of those. Yeah, it'll really depend on how this 15 closes, right? If we can get this 15 closer above 193.2, right, then yeah, I'll probably hold to 193.28. If not, might just close full right there. But yeah, we're in this though. Yeah, we don't have the best entry, I'd say, but we got the entry that we could. That's the only entry we had, so that's all we could that's all we can play with, right? That's the only we got the entry that we got, right? But yeah, we are risk-free in here though. Let's see what happens. See the weekly, see the monthly. So that's the bottom wick on the month. It's above these highs here, huh? Okay. It's the daily level too. Okay, 15 pushing up. Let's see. We're gonna get stopped out. We're gonna push through. Let's see. All right, 15-minute closer in about 5. Let's see. 15-minute closer in about 5. I mean, once this 15 closes, we're gonna have a bottom wick. If we can survive the bottom wick, we should be good for full TPs, I'd reckon, but we'll see. Okay. All right, it's 15-minute closure. So not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Not a bad 15. There goes your bottom wick. Okay. Yeah, it's about 9:15 right now. I mean, there's no news for the rest of the day, right? So, I mean, I'm not expecting this to go crazy. Not expecting this to go crazy or anything. Yeah, looks like you're coming back down here. Let's see. Looks like you're coming back down. So we might hit BE potentially. Can't really do anything yet though. I mean, we're about how many pips in profit? You're about, and nah, it's not much. I mean, we saw about 12 pips there maximum. We saw about 12 pips max there in profit, but yeah, we might hit BE here. We might be hit BE potentially. Let's see though. I'm not too worried about the push down right now, right? If we already tapped, say, if we already tapped, say 193.16, I'd be more worried about the push down, but yeah, you need to close above there, close above here towards these highs, and then you got your pushes from here too. All right, let's see, man. Let's see. So we're just about to approach our original BE area. We're just approaching our original BE area. Okay, so right here, I would say you could probably close something here. Right here. This is you're basically at the level where, you know, you could start seeing some rejection here, even if it's temporary. Right, you might see that, you know, temporary pullback or that initial pullback before driving up. So yeah, if that's gonna happen, it's gonna happen around these areas here. So if you don't want to lose the profits you have already, you might as well close something right now or close full, whichever one you feel like. I'm still holding though. Haven't quite tapped into my haven't quite tapped into the area I'm looking for. Okay, let's see the 5 closure. So 5's about to close. Let's see how we close on this 5. If we can close above on the 5, then I'll keep everything open. If we close respecting, I might just close full. Yeah, because now we've really tapped into that our original BE area, right? We've now really tapped into that level, so we'll see. Did the 5 just close? Nope. We got 1 more minute for the 5. Let's see. Okay, see, there goes your rejection. Ma? My fault, yo, my fault. Mi madre beckons. Okay. All right, cool. 5-minute closing in 10 seconds. Let's see. And how do we open? Okay. I mean, things are still looking good here. Things are still looking good. Yeah, things are still looking decent actually. 5-minute closed at that level 15. If this candle flips on the minute, I'll move my stops to the low. If we close bearish though, yeah, let's see. I'm trying to take full advantage of the move, right? Because if we're gonna drive here, okay, if we're gonna drive here, then I don't want to close too early. Yeah, I'm gonna move my stops to these lows once we close on the minute. Okay, we get a closure. Okay, bottom wick. All right, move my stops to those lows right now. So now you're really at the level where if you're gonna reject, you're gonna reject, right? So our full TPs currently that we're looking at, full TPs is 193.3, right? That's the ideal level you want to tap, 193.3. Okay, we're coming up. 2.3. I'm just gonna keep on trailing my stops though. As the minute candle closes, I'm just gonna keep on trailing my stops, right? I'm just gonna keep on trailing the stops. Okay. Okay, if that candle flips, I'm gonna push my stops up again. And okay, flip, move my stops up a little bit more again. Yeah, if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. As long as it's in profit, that's all that matters. Yeah, I'm trying to take full advantage of this move, right? That's why I'm not just closing right now. Because if we end up driving clean through this level that we're currently pushing through, or we're currently pushing up on right now, then we're just gonna drive clean, right? But you have hit the hourly time frame, the hourly resistance now, right? Let me show y'all what that looks like. So this is where we are currently, right? So we have hit this hourly hit this hourly resistance here. So price can just come back at any point here, right? We don't really need to keep on pushing, at least not like we could just reject now, right? Come down for some for a steeper bottom wick and then continue to drive up, right? So all right, boom. So right there we just got stopped out. We just got stopped out right there. Yeah, so right there we just got stopped out, but you know, decent profits there, decent profits. I think price is sort of still loading here. It's still, well, not loading, it's pretty much, yeah, I mean, you pretty much have your direction, but you have a lot of rejection in these areas, right? So I'm not surprised. But yeah, man, bird in hand and whatever, right? So yeah, I would have closed that as soon as we tapped that level, but I was trying to take full advantage of that, right? In case we drove past, because if we drove past that level, we're gone, right? If we drove past that level, we would have been gone, but unfortunately that is not what happened. But yeah, man, quick little trade there, quick little trade right there. Not too bad. Let me just update the stream. Let me update this. So monthly, so first dub for the month, right? First dub for the month, that is, let me see, trades taken. It's GJ. I think that was about maybe 16 pips, nothing crazy, right? About, let me see, that was about let me see, 16 pips, 92. it's about 15 pips. That was about 15 pips. 15 pips. Yeah. So nothing crazy. Nothing crazy there. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy, but hey, it brings us back into, well, nah, we're not back in profit yet, but we are a little bit out of the gutters. Just a little bit out of the gutters. 23.67. Current profit minus 24. Okay. Yeah, man. So there goes that trade. There goes that trade. So yeah, in terms of continuing the move here, I mean, to be honest, right, if we kept our stops where they were, we would still be in this trade. But you see how you're now respecting this hourly level. You want to be careful there, right? You do want to be careful. So that's why you at least wanted to have taken something out right there. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it for GJ. If we get a closure above there on the 930 candle, we get a closure above on the 930, then potentially we could continue taking the buys to the top side, right? But at this point, you probably want to see a steeper bottom wick for this 4 hour. All right, you would probably want to see a steeper wick for this 4 hour. Otherwise, you're really just playing the same move, right? Yeah. So for me to take any more buys, yeah, I'd probably want to see a closure. So an hourly closure above here or a steeper bottom wick on the 4, right? So that's pretty much what I'd be looking for here. Yeah, man. So let me see, maybe towards here. All right, and then this is somewhere there, somewhere here. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so for me to take any more sells here, or sorry, any more buys, you want to see a clean closure above here, right, on the hourly time frame, right, on the hourly candle. You want to see a clean closure above, and then you can start, you could play this range up here, right? Continue taking those buys up. Let me check out gold real quick. So gold, how did the hourly close? Close like that. So the 4 hour closed bearish on gold. So I mean, the hourly close respecting, 4 hour closed bearish below. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on here. Not too sure. You could just be grabbing liquidity, right? Because you did close back into the range. You probably want to see this 30-minute. Yeah, this 30 minutes about to close, right? If you close above here on this 30, yeah, nah, still not your best option here. Not really your best option. Yeah, you probably want to see a clean closure above. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on gold, no lie, but yeah, I think for buys you want to see a clean closure above 2660 minimum, and then because right now this just looks like a top wick, right? If you flip there, you could take the flip, right? If that 30-minute, if the flip coincides with 30-minute closure, even better, right? You take those sales every day of the week, to be honest. But yeah, man. Yeah, let me just see how this 30 is gonna close, and then we're gonna dip. Let's just see how this 30-minute gonna close, and we're gonna dip. Okay, let me fill out my journal real quick. Trading journal. So that was at what, I think 8:45. Oh, the 8:45. New York. All right, GJ. Let's buy, breakout, breakout, break a current, time frame 15. Ooh, 15 pips. About, what was it, 62, 3. All right, cool. Coolio. All right, so there goes your 30-minute close. So yeah, nothing. Yeah, most likely you're gonna see a bottom wick, and then you're probably gonna push through, right? You're gonna see a bottom wick and then push through towards 193.3. But for me to take any entries that are not above 193.3, for me to take any entries towards that, I'm gonna need to see a steeper bottom wick. Right, I'm gonna need to see that steeper bottom wick. Basically, I need this whole candle to flip, right? This whole candle to flip, tap into these levels down here, and then continue to push up. Then I'll you know, I'll consider taking the buys then. But before that, nah, I gotta wait for either this or a closure above. All right, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Oh wait, we didn't get the stream record, man. 48. There you go. All right, cool. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, if you took the trade, got anything of value, don't forget, leave a like, subscribe, and with that being said, peace.